Have you ever found yourself humming a jingle from a commercial you saw days ago? Or maybe a slogan just pops into your head out of nowhere? Well, that's not an accident. It's language, but it's language designed with a purpose. So today, let's pull back the curtain and figure out exactly how advertisers get in your head. I mean, look at these. Just do it. Think different. I'm loving it. I bet you can name the brand for each one without even blinking. These phrases are more than just ads. They're practically part of our culture. They're simple, they're everywhere, and man, are they effective. But what is it? What makes these specific words in this specific order so powerful? How can a couple of words persuade millions, define a brand, and, let's be honest, sell a ton of stuff? That is the big question, and it's exactly what we're going to break down today. So here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about the secret code that advertisers are using all the time. Then, we'll zoom in on the building blocks, the specific words they choose. After that, we'll see how they construct sentences for maximum impact. Then comes the fun part, the secret weapons, the art of rhetoric. And finally, we'll put it all together to reveal the master plan. Okay, first things first. The language you see in an ad isn't the same language you use to talk to your friends. It's been designed, tweaked, and engineered for one specific reason, to influence you. Yeah, there's actually a name for it. A linguist named Jeffrey Leach calls it loaded language. And that's such a perfect description, right? Every single word is loaded with the intent to change how you think and how you feel. It's not just describing a product, it's on a mission to change your mind. So, if we're going to crack this code, we have to start with the absolute basics, the building blocks, and that all starts with the individual words themselves. Think about the words you see over and over: new, free, fresh, great. Advertisers are obsessed with these simple, positive adjectives. And why wouldn't they be? They're basically little shortcuts to a good feeling. You don't have to think hard, you just see new and your brain goes, ooh, exciting. It's an instant emotional hit. And then there are pronouns. Pay attention next time you see an ad and notice how often they use we and you. It's such a smart little trick. We makes a giant, faceless corporation feel like a buddy. And you? Well, you makes it personal. Suddenly, they're not shouting into the void, they're talking directly to you. And advertisers don't just use existing words. Sometimes they get creative and smash words together. Take this old Sony ad for an earphone. Heavyweight and lightweight. In just two clever compound words, they've told you the entire story. This thing is powerful, but it's also super small. It's catchy and it's efficient. All right, so you've got your powerful words. Now what? You have to build something with them. And this is where the blueprint comes in, the way sentences are put together to really pack a punch. Just look at this example. A full, grammatically correct sentence would be, our mobile phone provides communication that is unlimited. It's fine, but it's kind of clunky. Now look at the ad copy. Communication unlimited. Boom. They just chop out all the boring, unnecessary words, and the main idea hits you so much harder and faster. Oh, and advertisers absolutely love to tell you what to do. Think about it. Just do it. Obey your thirst. Think different. These are all commands, or what linguists call imperative sentences. It's the most direct route to action. It's not a suggestion, it's an instruction. It's a little psychological nudge that says, hey, go do this. But they don't just order you around, they also ask questions. Like this ad for butter. It starts by asking, what's so special about our butter? And then it follows up with, well, can you remember what butter used to taste like? See what they did there? They're not actually waiting for an answer. They're leading you down a path, making you think, and guiding you straight to the conclusion they want you to reach. Okay, now we get to the really fun, really clever layer. On top of all the careful word choice and sentence structure, advertisers deploy their secret weapons, rhetorical devices that make the language truly unforgettable. And one of their absolute favorites is the good old-fashioned pun. You know, that wordplay that's sometimes brilliant, sometimes makes you groan. But in an ad, a pun does something very important. It makes you pause for a half second and figure it out. And in that half second, they've got your attention. This is a classic example, an ad for Cutex nail polish with the line, strong nail. The pun is, of course, on the word nail. You see the image of fingernails, but the phrase to nail something means to get it perfectly right. So in one word, they're telling you their product gives you strong nails and that it's a product that just plain works. It's genius. Another huge one is metaphor.
Here, an ad for a studio says, "Stars of Uzbekistan will be your guests." Now, they don't literally mean celebrities are going to pop over. They're using stars as a metaphor to transfer all those qualities, glamour, fame, excellence, onto their own service. It's an instant image upgrade.
Repetition is also key, but it comes in different flavors. You've got an AFRA, which is repeating a word at the beginning of phrases, like, your number is your business card. It creates this powerful, driving rhythm. And then there's the opposite, epiphora, which is repetition at the end. Not simple, clean, spotless. It really hammers the point home, making it stick.
And that leads right into parallelism, which is all about creating a satisfying rhythm. Take a look at this PayPal ad. Buy it, sell it, love it. See that pattern? Verb it, verb it, verb it. It's so simple, so balanced, and so incredibly easy to remember because our brains just love patterns like that.
Okay, so we've taken the whole machine apart. We've looked at the words, the sentences, and all the clever rhetorical tricks. But let's put it all back together now. What is the grand strategy? What's the master plan that makes all of this actually work? Well, let's go back to our guy, Jaffrey Leach. He actually broke it down into 4 key functions. First, an ad needs attention value. It has to grab you. Second, it needs readability. It has to be super simple and easy to understand. Third, it needs memorability. You got to be able to remember it later. And finally, the whole point of the exercise, selling power. All those other things are designed to lead to this one goal, getting you to act.
But here's an interesting thought. Is it really all just about manipulation? Another scholar, Guy Cook, suggests maybe we should see it as language play. His point is that we often actually enjoy the cleverness of a good ad, the witty pun, the catchy slogan. It can be a form of creative entertainment that we're all a part of.
And that's really the question I want to leave you with. The next time you see a really clever ad, stop and think. Are you just being manipulated and sold to? Or are you maybe in on the joke, participating in a massive creative game? The answer, just like the ads themselves, is probably a lot more interesting than it looks on the surface.